Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Aquarius February 26, 2022. You might discover that someone close to you, likely a family member, could use a hand today. Chances are good that if they're prideful, they won't ask for help. Don't let that stop you, though. If you recognize a situation where you can be of assistance, go for it. Don't wait for an invitation or request, simply take a hold of the circumstances and do what you can. Your efforts will be very appreciated, and you'll leave feeling terrific that you could make a difference. You're likely to be feeling extremely passionate today, and you might want to connect with a love partner. However, circumstances might not permit this for one reason or another. You might be attracted towards the more racy novels or movies. Repressed anger might bubble up from your unconscious and seek an outlet. Therefore, this is a great day to channel that anger into artistic activity of some kind. Don't be surprised if you find yourself using a lot of red. Today you could experience a lesson in patience. You prefer to take command when things are out of control, but today you'll find that people don't want to be organized. Your kids might need help gathering their belongings and planning their day, but they probably need to figure these things out by themselves. At work, coworkers may be dealing with problems that you could easily fix, but they could resent your interference today. Just breathe and let things unfold. You could be dreaming about being rescued. Maybe you feel a bit bored with your routine. You could fantasize about winning the lottery or hitting it big in the stock market. Or you could be seriously considering applying for a new job. Do some research in the job classifieds, if you wish. You might become inspired as you see listings or different positions in your field. Who knows? Maybe it's time for a change. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together and have great memories of them. Everything is going more smoothly than you think. So if the big picture has you feeling a little frayed around the edges, don't worry. Your hyper-responsible conscience is just going into overdrive. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. You could meet someone who is a bit eccentric today. You could feel like you have a magnet attached to you, causing strange people to be attracted to you. A homeless person might want to become your new friend. A complex personality might suddenly want to talk to you. Try to remain detached from this unusual attention. View it like you are a character in a movie, playing out some strange scenes. At the heart of today's vibrations, there is someone else or others who you should go towards and are already you associated with. In your professional life, it is currently a question of negotiating, signing a contract, or setting up a partnership. You will have to be gentle, patient, and flexible. Little by little, your relationships are going to be balanced and stable. In your emotional life, you will be going through a period of exaltation and your feelings will reinforce this passion. You could be impatient about how things are unfolding in your life. You have many goals and dreams, and lately it has been hard to see how far you have really come. Don't be too hard on yourself today. Try to count the things that you have accomplished, the skills that you have gained, and the people whose lives you have affected in positive ways. Soon you will see that you are on the right track. You just need encouragement. Your tarot reading for today. Death, the Chariot, and the Devil. Things are about to change in your life. The cards evoke a bright future that contrasts with the situation you are living with today. Indeed, for some time, you seem to have been worried when thinking about your future. Lately things have not been turning out as you hoped and you have been disappointed by the behavior of some people, and by the decisions taken by people relatively close to you. Time has passed, and now you feel a bit nostalgic when you think back to those people who have moved away, those milestones you would rather have avoided. Today, the cards show new opportunities in your life, new challenges. At work and on a personal level, this translates into deep-seated changes. For some time, you have felt a bit gloomy at the idea of making the same efforts, carrying out the same tasks. You have the impression of being stalled and repeating the same thing on a personal level. Rest assured, the cards announce a whole lot of new things in your life and upcoming events that should delight you. In particular, there is an old friend who should return to you, to support you in your life and provide you with valuable advice. You must know who it is. There are also opportunities highlighted in this draw that should allow you to bounce back in your personal life and finally get closer to your goals. You are at the dawn of a favorable period during which you could accomplish great things if we are to believe the cards you have drawn. By heeding the lessons of this draw, you could advance quickly in your life project and finally achieve what is most important to you. Our eyes in the sky. It isn't a time in which we conform to the ideals and status quo of society. To be honest, it's the opposite of that. At the forefront of our hearts and minds for the next 30 days will be humanitarian acts of kindness, generosity, and the notion of unconditional caring for humankind. This is also a time of revolution and technological advances. We can expect some news of pending changes that could transform our world for the better and help us evolve as human beings. Radical beliefs could shift your consciousness to better align with what is happening in the world and your personal life, as well as your current ideals and views, not those you believed in the past. The nagging feeling that we have misjudged someone or something dampens our confidence, and much as we try to pinpoint rationale that would give our conclusion credence, the more it eludes us. Our imagination can run wild now, which is not such a bad thing if we funnel our creative energy into a spiritual practice or a meditative or artistic exercise. Once this transit passes, we might even surprise ourselves with the inspired works we've produced during a time when we felt so out of sorts. In the evening, the sun exits grounded, pragmatic, and success-oriented Capricorn for the terrain of cosmic innovator, Aquarius. At this time, we build on the legacies we established during Capricorn season, but with experimentation and collaboration in mind. This is a season for outreach, networking, and showing off our originality. Letting our inner nonconformist out to play finds us meeting those with similarly eccentric interests, pastimes, and social views. Over the next month, we are less concerned with tradition or fitting into the crowd. We know that deviating from convention and owning our unique point of view is how we can make progress, not only for our own sake, but for the good of our communities. If placed in a leadership position, we will prioritize tenets like freedom of expression, ingenuity, and defying limitation over taking the safe approach.